It's pretty dead out here. Nobody's really doing anything with all the Corona madness.
Well, I guess let's start there, man. How are you surviving, man? I mean, I hate that this is the thing we got to talk about in every interview, but it's affecting everybody. So how are you holding up, man?
I'm good. I had gotten like a side job to like hold me over till my fight, and then that canceled. So I'm like, well, the job we couldn't work, so um, that sucks. But other than that, man, I'm just chilling. I bought a gaming system for all the other people that we live at the gym. So there's not much to do there if you can't work out. So we've been having like little Madden tournaments and people been playing on my stuff. I bought a pet fish. That was pretty fun.
What are you still at Jackson Wink? Is that the gym that you're at?
Yeah, I'm still at Jackson Wink. I live there. There's no classes right now. The doctors. There's a elite OSM, so it's like a chiropractic group up there. Um, they've still been functioning, which has been pretty clutch. But yeah, the gym it's like a ghost town, man. There's only the people that live there have been showing up, and for me, yeah, it's just like finding little ways to amuse yourself throughout the day. My sleep schedule's all out of whack. Like I'm losing track of what day it is, but just bored out of my mind. But that's a lot better than being sick, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt. We all got to be safe. So I mean, are you able to work out at all? Or?
Um, I've been working out a little bit. We found there's a little like workout area in the gym. I've been able to go for runs and stuff like that. Um, sometimes I can grab a partner and we'll just go down to the mats and do a little bit here or there. Sometimes I can squeeze in a bad session, but the gym is pretty much shut down completely. It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough for everyone.
No doubt, man. Well, let's talk about your career, man. I mean, obviously, it was a roller coaster ride over the last 2 years or so, right? I mean, you had the hype from the Contender Series and all the attention that brought, and then, 3 straight losses, and you're out of the UFC. So, give me an idea. I mean, how would you describe your time in the UFC, man? It was such an up and down period for you.
Man, I'm super grateful for that time. Honestly, you got to look at it this way. I made my amateur debut in September of 2016, and then 2 years and 3 months later, I'm making my UFC debut. I didn't get really the time to grow that a lot of these guys get. So those losses that I took, where most people would take them on the regional circuit, the local or regional circuit, or maybe like their first time on even an Access TV on national television or something like that. I didn't get that opportunity. I was thrust right in that international competition. My fifth pro fight, um, or my sixth pro fight was against someone from another country. But it's so that growth period that a lot of people get, that adjustment period that a lot of people get, I didn't, and I wanted to fight frequently, and I wanted to fight often. UFC fulfilled that wish. So I mean, I got everything I asked for. It just didn't roll my way sometimes, and that's the nature of the sport. Obviously, I'd like to be one of those guys that just feels like, oh, I'm undefeatable, blah blah blah. I'm not like that. I recognize that things happen in this sport, especially in the heavyweight division, and at the end of the day, skill takes you a long way, but you have to have a little bit of luck, and I got unlucky 3 times in a row.
Yeah, you mentioned, man, at heavyweight, obviously, it's especially volatile. The Tafa fight, though, man, I wanted to ask you about that one because you seemed especially disappointed after that one. I don't know if it was maybe because you felt like you were in a good place or the result, but, I mean, did that one hurt a little bit more than the other ones then?
Yeah, that one hurt a lot, mainly because for the first time I was in a big camp. I felt really at home. I felt like I was making such great strides. Training at Jackson Wink, we had a great game plan and everything. What I was most disappointed with, I don't know if you can tell, there was a leg kick that got me pretty badly, and I was trying not to show it. but it affected my movement. And a big part of our game plan, circling outside of his lead leg, circling out, landing the 1-2, going in for a shot. And I tried to circle that way, and I didn't get as far as I normally do when I circle, so I made an adjustment on the fly, and I stepped and went backwards instead. And as soon as I stepped back, that's when I got clipped. So it's, I mean, a lot of that stuff plays into it, and it was something outside of my control. Obviously, I tried to make an adjustment to a new variable in the fight, and it just didn't go my way. So that was super disappointing. What was also disappointing was that it lost, and I knew what that loss meant for me. So that all that hurt. It was in front of my hometown. It was one of those moments where I felt like everything was going right for me, and then just didn't fall my way again in the end. So that's where a lot of that disappointment came from. But luckily for me, I tweeted that I got released, and an hour later, Aries had an offer. So I can't really complain too much.
Yeah, no doubt, man. That worked out great for you. So you end up with ARES. I mean, obviously, nobody's fighting right now around the world, but man, this is a really cool organization. It seems like, right? Kind of just starting out, Afro-European, I think is the way they're describing it. But their first event was pretty cool to watch, and they've got some international destinations on the schedule. So, what was it about it when they came to you? I mean, it's a new organization, but what was it that you said, yeah, man, that's the right spot for me to fit in?
So, for me, a big part of this is branding and setting myself up not only for the immediate future, but for life after fighting as well. And I look at Aries and I see it's a young promotion. They don't have a whole lot of established stars yet. And it's going to give me more of an opportunity to really shine, allow my personality to show through, and give me opportunities that I wasn't going to get with the UFC. Aries, we talked about ambassador stuff for them, possibly going in and even seeing, doing some announcer stuff, doing things like that. Um, that I wanted to do with the UFC, but I knew I wasn't going to get the opportunity to do. So that was a big part of that. Also, they're paying me more than what the UFC was at that time, and it's international. I get to travel a lot. With the UFC, you look at where I fought. I fought Milwaukee, Ottawa, Canada, then San Antonio, Texas, and Houston, Texas. I could have fought on almost any promotion and done the same thing. So that was a lot of it too. And also, they wanted me. They reached out. They sought me out. And that went a long way as well.
That's cool. I know you, like you said, they don't have a lot of stars yet. They did get one viral star, this Rug guy, man. Did you watch his fight? Are you coming right after him right away, or do we gotta build up to this Rug fight?
Is my car audio still on? My car audio is still on. Okay. No, so I'm not shooting for him right away. It's hard to call someone a star to me after one fight. But I'm not gonna take anything away from the guy. He looks talented. He looks strong. He looks like it'd be a good competition for me. But I'm not focused on that. I have an opponent, or we named an opponent. I think it's Amanda Leba or something like that, or Amanda Ball. So I don't know his name. But I got that guy. He looks pretty tough. So that's what I'm gonna work with. And for me, it's a 4-fight contract. I'm looking to fight whoever they put in front of me. If Rug falls in that category, then yeah, we'll give him the work. If he doesn't, great. I'll always support. I'm not here to tear down other guys. I want him to do great. I hope things go great for him. I hope he has a great and very successful career.
The world's kind of an uncertain place for sure, Juan. I don't think any of us can really predict, when we're going to be back to business. But I guess, is there an initial idea? Is there a goal in mind? Like, are you thinking of when you are going to make your debut for the promotion, or is it just too damn uncertain to even know?
Initially we were in talks, and it was supposed to be July 20th, and then we got the contract, and the date it moved to August 1st. And now Aries just announced that they're actually they postponed not only that card, the Brussels card that was supposed to be April 3rd. So these travel restrictions are hard, and they're definitely making things harder for the matchmakers. But we'll see how things go.
No doubt. All right, man. Well, listen, I don't want to keep you from eating your lunch there too long, but I guess last thing I'll ask you, man, this is going to be a new phase of your career. Like you said, a new organization, new opportunities. What should we expect to see out of Juan Adams? I mean, are there certain things that you're focusing on right now that you want to accomplish? I mean, what do you want to do in this new phase?
In this phase, I'd like to just, fight as often as I can. I want to get some international exposure, and really want to get back to, what I was doing when I was winning. I had switched to more of a striking centric style. It's just really not for me. I want to get back to, just pressuring dudes nonstop, just moving forward nonstop, and really just putting it on people again. So yeah, you're looking to see a lot more wrestling out of me again, a lot more of that grinding type of fighting and just relentless pressure. I'm not looking to, be I don't need to get, beautiful footwork and all that every time I'm out there. I don't need to look like a cardio machine or anything like that. I'm just going out there to get back to what was effective for me, and that's being big, being strong, and utilizing my wrestling and utilizing pressure.
Awesome, brother. All right, man. Well, we appreciate the time, man. Stay safe out there, and I guess we'll be seeing you over in Europe or Africa sometime soon.
For sure, man. Thanks for your time.